Yeah, I'll be very curious because I have a gut feeling that Josh and I do not have the same feelings about this. And that is, we now have the voice cast for the upcoming animated Super Mario movie that got announced during, I think it was Nintendo Direct. So we've got names like Anya Taylor Joy playing Princess Peach. You've got Charlie Day playing Luigi. But the one that's getting everyone up in arms is Chris Pratt as Mario. And I don't know about you, Josh, and here's where I'm going to piss people off. I don't see the problem with this. People are going, why isn't it an Italian actor? Because, at least for me, voice actors, it's their job to be any character that is required. Do I get tired of the celebrity voice acting gimmick? Yes, I do. As much as I love Kung Fu Panda, it's absolutely a victim of that. Did you need Seth Rogen and Angelina Jolie and Jackie Chan to deliver their 5 lines of dialogue combined? No, not really. But you look at the cast list of this. Almost everyone involved with this movie already has voice acting experience, so they're not coming into this completely new to voice acting. And for the Chris Pratt thing, I don't think it's the worst casting they could have done. I get people's frustration, but at least since it's not an on-camera role, does it need to be an Italian? Has it always been an Italian in the voice acting world? I'm not familiar with Mario voice actors, so I'm not sure. If this was live action, this would be very weird casting. But
Yeah.
I don't hate it because it's voice acting. Tony Shalhoub has voiced numerous characters that don't always fit the profile. But we've also got Jack Black as King Bowser, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, and is Keegan Michael Key, is he Diddy Kong or is he Toad?
It's Toad.
Which, even taking the Chris Pratt thing out, which I get some people not being happy with, I'm not gonna lie, the rest of the cast is amazing. The one that I look at and just go, oh god, yes, that is inspired casting, is Charlie Day as Luigi. That one got me really excited.
Let's go.
That and Jack Black as King Bowser. I was like, I don't hate that
one's
actually.
Gonna be interesting. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know how to feel. So my thing with Chris is not necessarily that like he's not Italian. It's like that. I'm with you on that. Like it's voice. If it was live action, yeah, I'd have a pretty big problem with it. But my problem is I just can't see it's. I mean, when you have the cast and Anya Taylor Joy as Peach, which already makes sense in an animated sense, but if it was a live action, that's who I'd want as Peach anyway. So like, absolutely.
You want Anya Taylor Joy and everything though.
That's because she's great.
She is great.
She's pretty great. And Charlie Day's Luigi, I'd want that in live action or animation.
Dude.
Jack Black as Bowser, I'm a little iffy on that. I love Jack Black, but I just don't want Bowser to be too comedic. But then again, I guess this is
he kind of is. Bowser's kind of an idiot.
Yeah, so I don't know. I keep going back and forth on that.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, I think, is perfect.
Oh yeah, it'll be dude. That's like. Yeah,
his Puma was actually fantastic.
Absolutely. But to circle around, Chris Pratt, he can probably do a good job as Mario.
Emmett was great.
But like he probably could do Mario, but I just can't. I guess I think the thing that to do when it comes to voice casting is always like, oh, I get that feeling. Like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, that makes sense. Like, Charlie Day is Luigi. Yeah, that makes sense. Chris Pratt just feels like we need a big name that has voice acting experience. So let's have him do that, because we don't know. Because the last time we did a Super Mario movie, it didn't go so well. So
it was in live action form. This is different.
I know, but you can totally see studio execs having that, like, well, the last time we did this, it didn't go well, so we need to put a big name so people know, oh, hey, we should go see this, even though, I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to say the least.
The weird complaint that I've heard people say and it's a super weird one that I do not agree with at all, is some people are going, well, why isn't this live action? Why does it have to be animated? I'm going, do you want it to be live action? Or they're like, it's by the same people that did Despicable Me? Ugh. I'm going, the art style for Despicable Me already feels so Mario to me.
Yeah.
Like, also, I'm not as worried about this as so many other people are, because Nintendo themselves have been so protective of this property ever since that first Super Mario Bros. Movie did not go as planned. They've held this for so long. So if they trust Chris Pratt, they're heavily involved with this process. If they trust Chris Pratt, so do I. I trust their decision-making process in this. Take Chris Pratt out of it, I still enjoy the rest of the cast, which, when you joked and said we want Anya Taylor Joy and everything, it got the wheels turning. How perfect would she be if we ever got a new Bride of Frankenstein movie?
No, yeah, there.
Because she's already got this, like, she's an attractive young lady, but she's got a different type of style. Like, she's got a different look to her, I think, for most.
I don't know why, but my brain was expecting you to say, like, Amy for the next Sonic movie. And I was like, no, that's horrifying. Stop that.
Anya Taylor Joy's voicing Knuckles.
Who is voicing Knuckles? Dude, have they announced? Oh, yes. Absolutely. Let's go. I'm gonna be curious.
And Ryan Reynolds will voice Tails.
Don't tempt me. Don't you tempt me with a good time. I think the thing I'm most curious about is if / when they bring Knuckles in, is what version of Knuckles they're going to bring in, because you have the OG version, which is what we grew up with, the skinny guy with the big Knuckles, or you have the current version, which is this giant buff man with big old Knuckles. Yeah, I just want this shirt on. Yeah.
I'm much more open to this movie, I think, than some other people, but I get people's hesitancy, so
yeah,
it's complicated. Again, we could be on the cusp of some really good video game movies, so I'm hoping this is one of them. I still have faith in Uncharted, which hopefully this time next week we're talking about the Uncharted trailer, because I still think it's dropping with Venom this weekend. I still think that's a very likely thing that's going to happen. We got our first picture from Last of Us, the series, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a further look at that soon. I think we're in for some good video game adaptations in live action and animated form. So, and just to send people off even more angry, we're guaranteed that this will be better than the original, because y'all 90s babies, Super Smash is not as good as you remember. Moving on!